Hi, I'm the Unapologetic Shopper. Welcome to my channel. Tonight I want to share with you my likes for 2019. This year seems like there were so many releases for new foundations. It seems like every week there was a release. There were foundations that I liked, some that were okay, and some that I didn't like. But today I want to share with you those that I thought worked for me. So let's get started. My first one is the Fenty Beauty Foundation. And this is the Pro Filter Hydrating Long Wear Foundation. Now, when Fenty first released their first foundation, I did not find a shade for me. Once it oxidized, it was just completely too dark for me. So there was no shade in that launch for me. But in this one, I found my shade and I loved it. It pairs well with the Fenty primer. This is the one that I use right here. And this was one from the original release. And it works well for me. I love the color, how it looked. And I was really, really happy with this shade. And the shade that I have, let me see here, is 440. The next foundation that I tried, and I loved it. It made my face look beautiful, smooth. I loved it. And that is the Cover FX. This, I loved it. I loved this foundation. It is really my number 2 pick. So I'm not doing these in any certain order, but this is my number 2 pick, the Cover FF foundation, and I have it in N100. Now, I did get the Cover FX mattifying spray, and I love the two together. This just leaves a smooth finish on your face. It is matte, and one I'm going to keep in my rotation. Of course, I loved the Born This Way of foundation, and a lot of people do, as I did. The color that I got is Hazelnut. I got the multi-use sculpting concealer. And I got, it was another one I got. I can't remember what it was. And of course, I got the translucent deep powder. Let me show you that. I keep it in this box even after I use it. Translucent deep powder, and I got that in the shade, well, it says translucent, no, setting powder. Yeah, translucent setting powder. And of course, I love how it looks. It is just gorgeous. I love this bottle and how they packaged it. So that I love. Now, the number 1 foundation that I loved, the number 1, was the what is this called? That is sad. I'm sorry. Charlotte Tilbury. I had to think. Charlotte Tilbury foundation. This is my number 1 pick. Let me get that glare for 2019. I love the packaging. The bottle is beautiful, as you can see. This looks so good on my face. I love the finish. It's long lasting. For the time that I use, I'm going to get that glare off. For the time that I use foundation, I don't keep foundation on no more than about 5 hours, unless I'm wearing it to work. And you know, that's not very often that I do that, unless I have a midweek Bible meeting. And then it's on longer. But if I want to look cut, this is what I'm going to use. The Charlotte Tilbury. Love it. So those are the foundations that stood out to me for 2019. Now for lipsticks. My number 2 pick is the Maybelline. And that was the Maybelline For Me line. And I'm thinking that there were 7 or 8 in this line. And they're supposed to fit all skin tones, all colors. I picked up 4 that I felt looked good on me. And that was Pink For Me. And let me swatch that for you. I did a video on that. And that's the Pink For Me. The next one is going to be red for me. And this is a matte one. Red for me. And this one is plum for me. And the final one is fuchsia for me. I enjoyed all four of these colors. The red was just baby boo perfect. Loved it. Loved it. And the other, as you see, has a slight gloss to them, and I love them, and they look good on it. Now, there was a time when I was giving away, this is what I was giving away. If you join the channel, send me your address, and I had a few that did do that, and they enjoyed it too. I saw pictures of them, and I picked one for them and got it to them, and they absolutely loved this. Now, my number one pick. I had this lipstick for quite some time and got caught up with a lot of things going on, family things. And so I didn't try it till fall. I think I got it at the end of the summer. And that is the Mented Cosmetic lipstick. I purchased two. This one is Peach Please. And that's what it looks like. Now, it's just kind of close to that one. I might could do that on my Duke Monday. Love this shade. For my skin tone, this is beautiful. Love it. Love it. And these have been my go-to for some time. Matter of fact, since I started using them, I haven't used my other. That's how much I like it. And this one here is Pretty in Pink. And it is hard to find a pretty pink on my dark skin tone. I don't like my lips standing out. Your lips won't stand out with this. So if you want a good lipstick, try Mented Cosmetics. They got it going on. And they arrive in a timely manner. Now for a lip balm. This came in my Ipsy bag. And this is a Jelly Shot Lip Quencher, Hydrating Intense. That's what it says. And I love it. It's beautiful. This is my second one. I got another one. Look at that. And it's got a little flower in the center of it. And it's got a lip gloss to it. I love it. I use it sparingly, but I love how this feels on my lips. I love it. And again, it is by Incredible. It is by Incredible. See if I can get that to show up for you. Oh, I can't get it to focus. I'm sorry. Okay, now for primers. And I haven't bought the big one. I'm still buying the small one. I'm going by my coins, and I buy all of this with my own money. So I've got more than one primer. But my top pick is the Milk Hydro Primer. This works well with all foundations that I have used. And I have quite a few foundations. Quite a few. So it plays well with others. It may leave just a tad film on it, just a tad, depending on how much you use, but you're putting your foundation on top of it, so don't worry about it. It covers up. It is good. It is really good. So I highly recommend the Milk Hydro Primer. The Rimmel Stay Matte Fix and Go. I have fallen in love with this. Now generally I use NYX the majority of the time. I use also MAC, and I use Farcel. But this right here, at the price that it is, it plays well with your foundation, and it is on the porch with the big dogs, as they say. I'm loving this. It can be found at any CVS store, any drugstore, Walmart, something like that, and the price is real reasonable. So I'm loving that. Now for contours. my number one pick for contours. And I saved up for this. I looked at it for over a month. And that is the Huda Beauty Tantour Contour and Bronzing Cream. That's the shade I got. And this is, let me turn it up. And this is in the shade medium. This is a good contour. And you don't need much. You do not need much. And you can see I've been using it when I contour. I don't contour all the time. But when I want that, I want to be extra, I use this. This is a really good contour. Now for eyeshadows. 2 eyeshadows worked well for me this year that I absolutely, positively love and that I use. One I was using sparingly because I want it to last me, but I don't think it's going anywhere. I hope it's not going anywhere, so I'm going to use it again, and I've got to buy me an extra, and that is the Morphe eyeshadow palette in 3B. If you are in a hurry, on the go, and you want something that's going to go with anything, this is what you need. This right here. And it comes in the colors kind of natural, velvet, and a deep hue. This is a lifesaver. A lifesaver. I like this. When I'm trying to think, oh, what eyeshadow palette I'm going to use, and I'm behind on time, I got to get out, this right here is my go-to. I love it. Right here. By Morphe. My number one pick for eyeshadow palettes is my Jackie Aina. I love this. Is the one I've been using sparingly, but you know what? I'm not going to use it sparingly. This is a good product. It is so good. I don't. Hopefully, Anastasia will not take this off of their list. Hopefully, it will stay on there for a while. I love these colors, and I have been using them. I try to keep it smooth, like I don't use it. I don't, go in the center of it. I use it all the way across, and I take real good care of it. Let me do that mirror. Love it. There have been so many eyeshadow looks done with this eyeshadow palette, and it looks good. It's made for our skin tone. We thank you, Jackie, for this, because this is what's going. This is the train that we all need to hop on, and we all need to support her with this, because she has given us a gift, a gem. Love this palette. So that's my number one. So those are the things that I have liked for the year of 2019. As I said, there were a lot of releases, a lot of them, and there were things that were okay, and there were other things that I liked, but these are the things that stood out for me. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Tell me, what things have you tried this year? What stood out for you? What didn't work for you? Did anybody try those magnetic eyelashes, that you can get at Ulta? I did. It didn't work for me. If it did, let me know if it worked for you. I'd like to know. Maybe I did something wrong. I tried it. I was really excited about it. But anyway, we're not going to talk about dislikes. That's another video that's coming up, so be looking for that. So again, please subscribe. Please give it a thumbs up. Join the family. If this is your first time watching, welcome. Please come back again. And of course, join the family. Have a good night. Bye-bye.